Hey, leave your comments below, your thoughts about the Chicago Bears and their third preseason game that they played against the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a mixed bag, I thought, for the Chicago Bears. Let me start with the positives with the offense. Roma Dunze, wide receiver for the Chicago Bears. I think there's going to be a time where you and I are going to talk about Dunze being wide receiver number one on this football team. It may not be this year, but I think that at some point he can be that guy. It's interesting. There was double coverage on a Dunze in a tough spot, and he missed the catch that Caleb Williams threw to him. It's the second time this preseason in which it's tough coverage and he couldn't make the tough catch. However, second down and 10 in the first half of the game, he was able to get a twisting, kind of awkward catch for the first down. And then right at the goal line, he scores a touchdown for the Chicago Bears with a great pass by Caleb Williams. I really enjoyed that. So Dunze, again, as a second-year player, just like Caleb Williams, is going to learn, hey, man, you're going to be utilizing this offense, but you got to be able to make some of the tough catches if it comes to you. I thought that Zacchaeus, he's going to be a key to this offense. We've been watching him in the preseason. I think that there's a litany of players that Caleb Williams can go to, but Zacchaeus could be that safety valve. Even though you have, sometimes a two tight end set and you have two or three wide receivers, I think that Zacchaeus can be a guy on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 and give you a key first down. He has speed. He's got hands. I like him a lot. So let's keep our eyes on Zacchaeus and what he can bring to this football team. I love that the Bears ran the football. Good to see DeAndre Swift out there. Swift, he's hitting the hole hard. Look forward to seeing more of that. When you have an offensive line that's willing to block for you, open some holes for you, Swift looked good. I like that he can be utilized in the passing game and the running game as well. Again, is he the top of your fantasy team? No. The point is, though, is that for this Bears team, that they're going to need a number of guys. Brown looked good out there running the football as well, so they need to get healthy in the running back room and find guys that can be able to run it. If we know anything about Ben Johnson from his time with the Detroit Lions, they ran the football well. I know that they had tight ends and wide receivers that are pretty impressive, but man, they ran the football pretty good with the Detroit Lions. And so I think we're going to get some of that with the Chicago Bears team too. So I look forward to seeing that. Caleb Williams, the quarterback for the Bears. There was a drive in which he had 4 first downs, and he had this 17-yard scamper, which I really liked. Remember he handed off the ball, a fake handoff, and then ran to the left side for a first down. There was nobody open. There's nobody within yards of him as far as him getting the first down. So I look forward to seeing more of him being able to utilize his legs when he needs to. I thought that was pretty sweet for him to be able to run the football. And again, helping the Bears with a touchdown drive. Yeah, with Caleb Williams, there was a play where he held the ball too long, in which he got sacked. And early in the first quarter, the offense wasn't looking great because the defense really put the clamps down on the Bears offense. But you start to see Caleb Williams just settle. He settled in nicely, running the football, short passes over the middle, running the football himself. It looked good. It was a really good drive for the Bears, so kudos to them. I thought that the offense was, pretty close to a thumbs up, I thought, against Kansas City, the first teamers. And then there's the defense. If you've listened to even one episode of the Kap J-Hood Morning Show that I do on ESPN Chicago, I've been hard on this defense. Not this defense, but just talking about the Bears defense as of late. This defense has to be able to stop the run. They've got to be able to get to the quarterback. Now, I know that this is Patrick Mahomes, and I know it's preseason, but it's still Patrick Mahomes. He is slippery. He's elusive. He's fast. He's smart. He knows exactly what he's doing out there. He's the best of the best of the NFL. It doesn't stop me from being frustrated at the Bears defense, though, for them not being able to get to Mahomes on several occasions. When the pocket was collapsing, I'll give you an example. Like on 3rd and 5, he was wrapped up, and for whatever reason, the receiver that he was throwing it to, he dropped the ball in the end zone. It should have been a touchdown, but there was an opportunity to wrap up Patrick Mahomes, and they did not do that. Also, just on top of that, not enough pass rush, didn't stop the run. That wasn't great on the part of the Bears defense. Dennis Allen's got some work to do, and so does this defense. Last year, it was underwhelming, this Bears defense, and so the hope is that gets better, and Bears got to get healthy too. That secondary, Swiss cheese. Oh boy, soft coverage and big plays made by, and again, it's Mahomes and the Chiefs, so they've mastered it for a long time. I'm just saying that You have to win your one-on-one matchups in preseason. That was not the case. That was not the case on Friday. Hey, Brisker, might want to wrap up when you get a chance to get Patrick Mahomes. You got to wrap up when you see one of his receivers out there. Got to be able to just make tackles, wrap up. Hopefully that's cleaned up also in the regular season when the Bears take on the Vikings. So give me your thoughts below about the Bears and their matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, I'm just looking at the first level players, the top tier players, and offense, pretty good. The defense, they look gassed, they look tired, and they got some work to do, that's for sure. We're brought to you by Manscaped, by the way. Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood, brought to you by Manscaped, manscaped.com. You know what you look like down there. Looks like an evergreen bush or, some kind of tree. You know what you look below the waist. Go to manscaped.com. Use my promo code HOOD, my last name, HOOD, and save 20%. HOOD for manscaped.com. It's a gift for you or for someone else that's got an issue down there. It's the best in below the waist grooming, manscaped.com. It's not a rib, it's a real thing. Check it out, manscaped.com. All right, give me your thoughts about the Bears and their matchup against Kansas City. Thought it was interesting. On the road for the first time with Ben Johnson. Now I can't wait for the regular season. What do you think?